Hello readers, it's Sasha, and today I am going to be filming my BTS Readathon announcement video. I'm gonna give a little background about my love of BTS because it kind of came on very suddenly and it consumed my being. So when I was 15, I think 14 or 15, I listened to Dope for the first time, went like right around when it first came out. I think maybe the age is wrong, but yeah, one of my friends showed me Dope and I was like, this is so cool, this is such a great song, and I've had it on my phone ever since, and I just never listened to anything else by BTS, and I was just like, cool, it's just like this one song is great. And then this summer I think it's when Dynamite came out and broke my spirit, broke my soul. It was like the best song ever. I was dancing to it nonstop. I had it on repeat, and then I was like, okay, they're like really cool. I want to get to know more of their songs. And so I started listening to more and more of their songs, and it just kind of tumbled into this newfound appreciation and love for BTS. And I was thinking about how I could combine the two things that I love the most, which is booktube and reading and BTS, and how I could mix those two things together. And I came up with a BTS readathon. I don't know, I want to say I came up with it in like November or December, and I didn't know if anybody else would want to participate. I didn't know if people would want to co-host with me. It was just so up in the air. I didn't know what people would want, but I found people who want to be a part of this, and I'm really, really excited about it. So let's discuss. So essentially, I am like the host of the readathon. I will not be participating on a specific team. I will just be kind of doing prompts on both sides and contributing to both sides. So I'm super excited about that. And what else? Oh my goodness. I will definitely introduce the hosts later on in the video. I just want to get the like housekeeping stuff out of the way first, if that makes sense. In the description below, there is going to be a Google Doc with recommendations. If you have any recommendations, definitely just comment them to us on our Twitter, which will also be linked down below. And we're going to be doing some pretty fun announcement videos, some bonus challenges. Those will all be announced on the Twitter. I have some ideas and I have some things that I think we've discussed, but I'm not 100% sure if anything's been set in stone as of right now. So with that being said, I'm just going to keep it very simple and say that it will be on the Twitter page, and we will announce it and promote it there. So if you haven't followed the Twitter page, definitely do so in the description below. And what else will be there? All of the prompt cards will also be in the description below, so you don't have to remember and try to write them down or anything. All credit goes to one of my amazing hosts. I think she's fantastic, and she did literally all the artwork, and I'm so thankful for her because she did everything. So God bless. Anyway, and what else? What else is there to say? I don't know. The first thing I want to just get out of the way, like I said, I am the host. So what we've done with the BTS Readathon is we have put it into a maknae team and a hyung team, and I don't think I'm saying that right, but this is fine. So essentially we have two hosts for each of the teams. So the hosts for the hyung team are Nessa from Books with Nessa and Steph from Coffee Over Apples. And the two hosts for the maknae line are Lisa from Lisa Marie and Jane from The Bookaholic. So I'll link their channels down below, of course. Subscribe to them if you haven't already. But yes, those are going to be the hosts. So if you want a more in-depth video of their specific teams, definitely go follow them. They're also posting their announcement videos, but I'm just kind of explaining everything about the readathon in this video so that people kind of get an idea of what's going on. So yes, so essentially what we've done is we've broken it down into the two teams, and so on each team we have 2 prompts per person. So for the Hyung team we have Jin, Suga, and J-Hope, and they each have 2 prompts. And then for the maknae team we have J-Hope. No, we don't. We literally don't. We have Jungkook, V, and Jimin, and they each have 2 prompts. And then because RM kind of falls in the middle, like he's a very soft boy, but he's also like their father, like he's a father of 6 at this point, we decided to give him 1 prompt for each team. So for the Hyung team he has a prompt, and for the maknae team he has a prompt. So we just thought that was kind of a good way to make sure that every member had 2 prompts, and then it didn't really matter if you wanted to pick one or the other, just to support RM because he is amazing, and a father of 6, he needs the support. So that is what we've decided to do. And we will also be having a group book, which the live show will be hosted on my channel for that, and the group book is I'll Be the One by Lila Lee. We did do a voting poll thing on Twitter, and we decided to go with K-pop books because A, BTS is a K-pop group, and B, we are more interested in the young adult variety, most of us, and we're also more interested in what's more available and what's easily accessible to the people who want to participate in the readathon. So we've definitely decided to try to make this as simple as possible, and when I checked, and I know Lisa for sure checked, I'll Be the One was on our Libby app, and I believe it's also on Script. So yes, it's definitely accessible, and it's there and it's ready. And it also just sounds like the greatest novel ever. So I'm really excited to read that. But yes, date for that has not been finalized because work scheduling, I don't fully know, but that'll again be posted on the Twitter. So definitely remember that. Shall we go through all of the prompts? We shall. So I'll start with like Jin and just work my way down to the youngest. So Jin has 2 prompts on the Hyung team. They're so stupid. I love it so much. Like when I saw these, it made me just feel so happy. Okay, so the first prompt is I'm pig, oink oink.
하나, 둘, 셋. 딱히 막 그렇게.
아 그래도 형이 제일 많은 것 같아.
You know? What do you say?
I'm
eating so much.
I'm pig. Oink oink.
Okay, we got a pig and 6 humans.
And this is just to read a book that's over 500 pages. So any sort of like chunky book that you have, it will fit. It doesn't matter the genre, it doesn't matter anything. It's just read a big chonker of a book. Next is Worldwide Handsome.
And then in economy?
Me?
Yep.
Where is camera? Hello, my name is Jin. I'm worldwide handsome, you know?
If you don't know why he's called Worldwide Handsome, have you seen him? He's perfection. Anyway, this is just to read a book with a stunning cover. So simple, literally so simple. If you find the cover beautiful, do it. It's so simple. I myself have put some recommendations of what I think are very pretty covers in case anybody had like any sort of questions of what they thought they might think is a pretty cover. I don't know. I put my own recommendations in there, but everything can be considered a pretty cover if you think it is. So definitely do that. And I forgot to mention, because I'm really good at this, that we will be taking points and doing a point system, and that will also be linked down below. Nessa from Books with Nessa has graciously offered to do that because I am technology illiterate and illiterate apparently, but yes, she has offered to keep track of that, and that will be linked down below as well. So those are the prompts for Jin. I love Jin. Oh, this is a disaster. I'm so happy. Okay, it is late in the night and we're just here, just trying to have a good time. Okay, next we have Suga's prompts, and the first one is Insfires, man.
Suga,
Yeah,
Suga, by Yellow Rhino 7. What inspires you to write lyrics, Suga?
Inspire?
Yeah,
Inspire. 저는 항상 모든 상황에서 항상 영감을 얻는 걸 굉장히 즐겨요.
By every
그러니까 이제
situation,
항상 모든
every
상황.
moment.
네.
By everything.
Inspires. Inspires, man. Yeah.
Inspire.
Inspire, man. Yeah.
So this is honestly just to read a book that will inspire you. So any sort of book, a lot of different, like, I know there can be some fantasy books that inspire you, but when I think personally of books that will inspire me, I tend to think more of like a contemporary sort of like person who deals with adversity, somebody who is having a tough time, somebody who I can relate to. Yeah, so that could just any sort of book that inspires you. I don't know how else to explain it. And next is I'm Bad Boy.
약간 상처 막 이렇게 막 잘 주는.
Bad boy.
Bad boy. Bad boy. Sugar.
I'm bad boy.
And this is read a book with a bad boy who's actually a softie. So if you know anything about Min Yoon-gi, he's all like, I'm tough, and then he's just not at all. Like, he's just this like being, and I love him and I just want to support everything. But yes, if you need any sort of book where there's like a bad boy but he actually turns out to be this real softie, that'll work too. J-Hope. Next is J-Hope, and the first prompt for him is Daydream. and that is just to read a 5-star prediction. So anything that you think will be 5 stars. I know for myself, I've made a list of 10 5-star predictions, so I will probably be going off of that if I want to fulfill that prompt. But yeah, it's super cool, super easy. Anything that you think will be 5 stars, read it. Next is I'm Your Hope, You're My Hope, I'm J Hope.
I'm your hope. You're my hope. I'm J Hope.
And this is a book with a hopeful character. So this is just like anything where the character needs hope, or they are hopeful for a better future, better life, hopeful for a chance to go to college, like anything with hope. Anything with hope will work just fine. So those are the 6 main prompts for the Hyung line, and then we have our bonus Namjoon prompt. For the Hyung team, it is God of Destruction.
큰일 났다.
왜?
방충망 빠졌다. 아씨.
뭐?
방충망 빠졌다. 오씨. 대참사.
어쩌다가 방풍망. 진짜 파괴신이다.
깝하네 진짜 오늘도. 아씨.
어떻게 뺐지 이걸?
몰라.
And this is to read a book with an epic battle led by a fierce leader. So I can think of like millions and millions of fantasy books that would fit perfectly for this, but I'm sure there are going to be millions and millions more that I can't think of. So any sort of like book where there is a battle led by a fierce leader, that'll work. And I'll move straight into the maknae prompt for Namjoon because it wouldn't make sense to go back. And that one is reflection. And that's just to read a book about self-discovery, self-reflection, self-acceptance, stuff like that. So any sort of, again, a contemporary book would really work for this, but also many other different genres will likely work. But when I think of like self-acceptance, I usually think of contemporary. But yes, so those are Namjoon's prompts. Jimin's first prompt is 13, and that is to read a book with 13 in the title or 13 letters in the title. This one's tricky. This one, when I saw it, I was like, y'all are making our people fight. You're making them work. And I will like it. Let's go. There are quite a few books actually. The last book for Jimin is Lie. So read a book with dark themes. So if you don't know what Lie is, because I didn't, I'm a fake stan. Lie is a fantastic solo song, obviously by Jimin, because that would be really weird if it wasn't, but it's really good, so check that out. But also read a book with dark themes, because sometimes it's just necessary. Read what's dark to you, not necessarily what's like dark to other people, because sometimes people can be triggered by these events and I don't want that to happen. So just read what could be just like a little bit dark for you and it'll count. Next we have Taehyung, and he is my everything. He's so just funny and weird, and yes, 10 out of 10. That is besides the point. I am trying to talk about the prompt. So the first prompt for Taehyung is beach.
여기는 beach? Beach?
Read a book that takes place during the summer or on a beach. And so there are so many different books that can work for this. But yeah, it's literally anything that takes place during the summer or on a beach. Pretty simple. Next is Singularity. Read a book with one person on the cover or with a single POV. Very simple. Just read a book with one POV and you've nailed it. And finally, we are coming to Jungkook, the youngest member of the BTS squad. And the first prompt for him is Golden Maknae.
잘하는 정국. 그는 뭐야? 호롤이야?
People call him that because he can do everything, which is unfair, but you know, it is what it is. This is just to read a book with gold on the cover or gold in the title. So any book that is kind of like gold will work just fine. And then the final prompt is Euphoria.
Take my hands now. You are the cause of my euphoria.
Which is just to read a utopian/dystopian book. Pretty simple. So that is the BTS readathon. I did forget to mention you can double up on prompts. Obviously, some people can't read 6 books in a month, 7 with the bonus prompt and 8 with the group book. Obviously, like, you cannot, that would just be insane to think that everybody can do that. I mean, I'm only, it is the 15th of February right now and I've read 3. So that would be so hypocritical of me to be like, read all 8. So please double up. Doubling up is important. Doubling up is 100% what you need to do. It's so important. We really just want this to be an inclusive experience for everybody who loves BTS and maybe just our friends who want to support the readathon that we've created together. It's not supposed to be something that turns into this highly competitive situation. It's not supposed to be something that turns weird and annoying. Like, it's literally just supposed to be a bunch of people reading books based on a really dumb, really sweet K-pop group. And so, yeah, it doesn't matter if you can't read as many books. It doesn't matter which team you choose to be on. If more people want to go on the Hyung team than the Maknae team, or if more people want to go on the Maknae team than the Hyung team, it does not matter. It's literally just what you want to do. This is supposed to be a very inclusive and very fun experience for everybody. And we wouldn't want anybody to feel excluded or left out because they can't read as much as other people. So with that spiel out of the way, please let me know in the comments below if I left anything out, because I feel like I did and I'm stressing out, but I can't think of anything, so we'll see. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in participating, and if you want to participate, that would be so cool. Let me know what team you're gonna join, and follow our Twitter because that's gonna happen. I'm so excited. And then yeah, that's it. That's the announcement video. So thank you again for tuning into this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I do post twice a week, and I know there is some content coming up in March, especially, that you're not gonna want to miss, aka weekly reading vlogs for the BTS readathon, where I'm in my house because of a broken ankle. So I think you want to stay tuned so you can see me not leave a chair. Just a thought. Anyways, thank you again, and until next time, bye readers!